Good morning, everybody. It is, what day is it? It is January 7th. It's about 9:30. It's actually about negative 13 degrees outside right now, which is just ridiculous. It hurts to breathe outside, if that explains how cold it is. I'm actually on my way to pick up John because we're going to go get breakfast. And we're actually going to a diner, which, I mean, if you know diners, they don't really serve the best foods for weight loss. But the focus of this video is actually how to lose weight and lose body fat while still eating basically whatever you want. So before I get into that and start talking about that, I'm going to go pick up John. We're going to go to breakfast, and then I will see you guys when I am back from breakfast. You'll see what I eat and all that kind of stuff. And then I will start explaining how you can eat basically whatever you want and still lose weight and still lose body fat. So I will see you then, and I hope this video can teach you everything you need to know about that. See you in a bit. Alright, what's up guys? Today is actually the day after everything that you're going to see before and after this clip. But when I was recording the whole thing about what I'm about to talk about, with basically the entire title of this video, it was just in my car yesterday and it wasn't very professional, and this is an important topic, so I want to actually have a good setup for this. So I got my good mic, my lights, my setup behind me, so I'm recording it on my computer. There's good audio, good video, good lighting, and I just wanted to make this a lot higher quality than it was. And the other one was kind of scrambled. I didn't have any notes written down. Now I have an entire whiteboard written up of everything that I want to talk about. So now this will be hopefully a little bit more enjoyable than the other one would have been. Right before this, you saw that I went to the diner, and that place and what I got doesn't really scream, oh, he's on a diet. Oh, he's trying to lose weight. Oh, he's eating to get shredded. But in reality, with what I'm about to explain to you, it's perfectly fine. It works amazing. So you're probably wondering,
Dylan, how is it possible to eat like that but still lose weight? How are you even? You had a 3-egg omelet with cheese, and 4 pieces of sausage and 4 pieces of bread and potatoes. How is that? That's just breakfast. How is that gonna help you lose weight?
And the very simple solution to that is flexible dieting. And another solution would be to lose the hat. It doesn't match the flannel. Just a tip. Like myself, I'm living proof that flexible dieting works. I've lost probably about 35 pounds doing what I'm doing, and I look so much better than I did. I don't want to put any pictures up for comparison because I'm saving that for when I'm actually to the point where I want to be, so I can show the full transformation over my weight loss thing, my weight loss journey. That's what I was going for. My whole transformation over that. I want to actually have all the pictures, and I want to keep it kind of a secret, so it's more wow when you see it, I guess. I don't know. I'm just being weird. But yeah, in addition to losing 30 pounds, I've also gained strength. All of my lifts has gone up. Granted, those are more beginner gains. It's going to be harder from now on for me to actually build strength and build muscle, just because I'm still in a deficit right now, because I'm still trying to cut and all that kind of stuff. But you're still probably wondering, what is flexible dieting? And it honestly just comes down to, you can eat whatever you want as long as it's in controlled portions. This means that as long as you're in a caloric deficit, you will lose weight. And the same goes for if you wanted to be in a caloric surplus, you would gain weight doing that. Now, the hard part for some people is finding out whether or not what you're eating is in a surplus or a deficit. And the way you do that is finding your caloric maintenance, or your total daily energy expenditure, or TDEE. And I'm actually going to put links in the description for a calculator that helps you do that. It'll ask you questions like height, weight, age, activity level, stuff like that, and then it'll calculate the maintenance calories. It actually calculates all your macros, and you could set it so it calculates for 25% less than your maintenance or 25% above your maintenance, etc. So it actually helps you a lot more than just finding your maintenance. It'll tell you what your macros are and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to really explain macros in this video. That's for a different video where I can go more in depth on it, because macros are a whole different thing. It just comes down to a caloric deficit. So, for example, if you were to go to McDonald's and eat McDonald's for every meal of the day, as long as you ate and tracked how many calories were in each and every one of those meals, as long as it was under your caloric maintenance and you were still in a caloric deficit, you would still lose weight and you would still lose body fat. Granted, you wouldn't be very healthy. You'd probably feel like crap because of all the grease and all that kind of stuff, but it would still help you lose fat. You would still lose fat that way. And the same thing goes for if you were to eat just chicken, rice, broccoli every meal of the day and eat completely clean. As long as you're in a caloric deficit, you would still lose body fat, you would still lose weight. And you would be a lot more healthy doing that, but it's not necessary. As well as the fact is eating the same thing every day, the same clean stuff every day, you probably just end up hating life. You would probably end up relapsing and just eating a bunch of food, and it would just kind of result in binges and stuff like that, which is not good. Some people, that's great. Some people can do that. Some people can eat just the same thing, the same chicken, rice, and broccoli, and it doesn't affect them. Those people are lucky, because I can't go without an occasional piece of pizza or a little bit of cake or something every once in a while. And speaking of having an occasional piece of cake or pizza, you still want to eat healthy. You still want to track those calories. You still want to eat what's going to give you the best results that you can think of. But you don't want to deplete yourself. You don't want to deprive yourself. That's a better word. You don't want to deprive yourself, because, like I said, you'll end up just hating it and you'll probably relapse. But also, when you're sitting there on somebody's birthday, you're sitting there on the holidays, and there's all this food around, only crazy people aren't going to go in and try to eat those, or only crazy people aren't going to go in and try not to eat those foods and completely avoid them. And that's just a really hard thing to do in the first place. So like Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever holiday you celebrate, if there's food there, go ahead and eat it. It's only a day. It's not going to ruin all your progress. You might feel kind of bloated. You might wake...
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
You might feel kind of bloated. You might wake up in the morning and weigh a little bit more if you're tracking your weight and whatnot. But it's not going to kill all your gains. It's not going to kill all your losses. You're going to be fine. The hard part is the cravings. Because you're allowed to eat basically whatever you want, it's easier to give into cravings. So having self-control is the biggest thing. It's the hardest part, is the self-control. But the thing is, you can still give in to occasional cravings. You don't have to just, like, hate everything you're doing and not eat the occasional snack or have the occasional soda or go to the movies and have popcorn. You can still do that stuff, but you just have to make sure you account for it when you're tracking your calories and make sure that, oh, this pizza, I had 3 slices of pizza that was like 600 calories. Okay, I have to eat maybe a lighter lunch or maybe a lighter breakfast. Or if you ate that for lunch, eat a lighter dinner, stuff like that. You just have to be able to compromise and switch out calories for different meals. I'm sorry, I just hit my mic if that was loud or whatever. But you just have to compromise, swap out calories for different meals, maybe not have that snack you were thinking about later. It's just kind of like organizing and self-controlling your calories and really staying on top of it. On the topic of the cravings and self-control, the actual diet or flexible dieting, it's very simple. There's not much to it. You just kind of eat under the caloric amount and you can eat whatever you want and you'll lose weight. But it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be shredded. But it's not easy because some people don't have as much self-control. But if you just have the motivation, you look to other people for motivation, to get support from your family and friends, you have people around you that are supporting your decisions and supporting your eating habits, it makes it a lot easier. It makes it super hard to try to have all that self-control, when in reality, if you have other people around you supporting you, that makes it much easier. In the end, it'll help you out a lot. You'll end up making better gains. So just try not to be alone in your diet. Try to have other people helping you. Maybe have somebody else that's on the same diet, work out with the same people with the same goals, stuff like that. That'll all help you in the long run to make the best gains and have the best losses if you're trying to cut. And it comes down to maybe asking the waiter for a nutritional menu, making the extra step to look up nutrition facts on menus when you go out, writing down and scanning in all the stuff into MyFitnessPal, the app. I'll leave a link to that in the description too if you don't have that. It's very good for tracking calories and macros and stuff like that. I can definitely assure you this diet gives great results. It's something I live by. If you had to eat completely clean to lose weight, I would be 500 pounds. I would not be able to do that. But the fact that I can eat basically whatever I want and still gain weight or lose weight is like amazing. And that's what all these like companies like Nutrisystem do. They tailor meals that still taste good, but they're just a little smaller. And they'll send them to you and you eat those. And if you eat all those meals, it's less calories and you end up losing weight. You don't have to buy those meals and stuff from those companies. You can just track it yourself, not save some money, and still lose weight. Like I have written down here on the board, the very bottom line of all of this is caloric deficit equals weight loss. I hit my mic again. So I'm just going to redo that. So on the board here, I have the bottom line written down. And the bottom line is, if your calories are less than your maintenance calories, you will lose weight. So caloric deficit equals weight loss. That's all it comes down to. It's very simple. But again, it can be hard. But all of you guys can do it. I know you can. If you're trying to gain weight, caloric surplus equals gains. It's the same thing. I know all of you guys have the potential to do it. And I know you guys absolutely can achieve everything you're doing. So stay motivated. And now is the fun part, because I'm going to the gym with John in the next part. This is yesterday that I'm whatever. But in this next part is going to be a gym edit of me and John doing a push day, just shoulder day. So there's going to be some overhead press, some shoulder press, a little bit of incline bench, stuff like that, some lat raises, whatnot. But you'll see all of that, and I will see you guys in the outro. I hope you enjoy the edit, and I will see you guys then.
They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. And no, I don't wanna be alone. but you can't stay here. And no, I don't wanna be alone. No, I don't wanna be
Alright guys, we're back. It's the next day again. This is a re-recorded outro just because, like I said before, the other one was just in my car, wasn't great quality, etc. So I'm re-recording this. I'm probably just going to record the things like this from now on just because it's a lot better quality. It's kind of easier actually than holding the camera in the car and all that kind of stuff. Better lighting, better microphone, all that kind of stuff. I eventually will be getting a microphone for my camera. I don't know if I'm going to get that soon or later, and I'm not sure what I'm going to start using it for and stuff like that, but for now, it's going to be this kind of setup when I'm actually just like talking, but I'll still do it like throughout the day. I won't do it like the next day, just to give it some natural feel, I guess. I hope you enjoyed that gym edit. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Just to give a quick rundown of everything, like with the whole big topic of the video, the flexible dieting, just to give a recap, some things. It's, like I said, caloric deficit equals weight loss, caloric surplus equals weight gain. Remember, it's simple, not easy, but with support it can be very easy. And also, don't forget to treat yourself. Have those holiday meals, eat snacks on those days, have cheat days. It's not the end of the world if you do. It'll set you back maybe a little bit, but it's nothing that's not like you can't handle over the next day or solve even by the end of the day if you do a little bit extra cardio or just account for it in your calories. Like I said before, adjust your calories if you have an extra slice of pizza. Adjust your calories if you eat too little. You'll have a bigger lunch. Stuff like that. But again, caloric deficit equals loss, caloric surplus equals gain. I hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If there's anything that you want to see me do, if there's anything that you want me to answer based on questions you might have about this video, if there's any more research you want me to do and maybe do a second video on this, just let me know in the comments and I will bring that content to you. I'm going to be doing more videos on macros and more diet stuff just because there's a whole other section of diet that gets very in-depth, and I myself want to learn more and I want to help you guys learn more about it, because in the long run you really can't have too much knowledge about this stuff. It just makes it all easier. So I will try to bring that stuff to you. And for now, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Keep progressing, stay strong. See you next time.